tonight is here because they have some kind of connection with Africa. Most have probably been there, and the problem of water for irrigation and even more so clean water just for drinking is such a prevalent problem. And I am frankly pleasantly surprised that the U.S. government has such a worthwhile program with the MCC. So thank you for your great work.
There is a lot of private activity of individuals investing their own resources to extend the network to other households, and they basically own they have their own meter that they pay the water utility, and then they collect revenue from their customers, and they have a going business out of it. We also have a rural water component in Mozambique, and there we follow what they call the Rural Water Implementation Manual. And there it's, again, just as you've indicated, the role of women is really critical in understanding where pumps should be located, how they will be maintained, how the revenue will be collected, who will be responsible for the repairs. In rural areas, one of the problems is the supply chain for the spare parts. The complication in Mozambique, there's 19 or 20 different ethnic groups within Mozambique, and every ethnic group has different cultural practices in regards to the relationship between men, women, the roles around water, animals, garden farming. All that makes it very complicated, so there is no one-size-fits-all in Mozambique.
So I want to start off by talking about the diversity of streams and the organisms that live in streams. Streams come in all different shapes and sizes all over the world. And each different type of stream that we find based on geology, climate, or relief, so mountain streams versus lowland streams, they are populated by completely different communities of plants and animals. So our main goal is to train and establish a network of scientists on the ground in Congo who are able to actually go out into the field, do stream assessment, and educate the public. And the whole goal of training them is to be able to have a self-sustaining system where these researchers can go out and monitor the health of streams and assess the health of different streams, and also assess the biodiversity of these habitats. The reason why we're particularly interested in Congo is because there's a few threats to the freshwater resources that people use every day in the Albertine Rift region. And one is that this region is very densely populated. We also have large issues of mining operations that are contaminating the waterways. So this is an image not from Eastern Congo, from a different region, but basically a lot of the mining operations in Eastern Congo are causing toxic chemicals, especially heavy metals, to be leached into the freshwater systems. People are drinking this water, and it's basically contaminated, polluted, and depending on the heavy metal concentration, it's poisonous.
And I think what we saw tonight was kind of an intersection between the work of the Field Museum, the science, the conservation, the biodiversity preservation, the training of local skills and local scientists coming together with the mission of the One Foundation. And I can speak for the scientists here, as I've gotten to know them, the compassion for the basic needs and the rights of the people of Africa, whether it's related to science or not, is a huge piece of the mission that they respond to, and I know that the One Foundation is very committed to. So, you know, it's kind of a great coming together tonight of missions that are hugely overlapping, and we thank John and all the members of the One Foundation for being here tonight.